Can you hear me?
Yep.
I think I need another earphone because I'm hearing this tapping noise in my ear. Are you hearing it?
No.
Okay. We're not recording on. Oh,
We definitely are.
We are in this bitch. Avoid legal snags by telling people they're being recorded. You are being recorded. Okay, Dice? Okay.
Was that a commercial that just came
up? It popped up on my screen.
That you had to read that to somebody.
I mean, I'm just letting you know. I ain't trying to
get
sued.
Howdy, partner. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not a cowboy. All right. Hey, girl. Hey.
I will start this podcast just like this with the listeners not even knowing why we're laughing. Tell them, Dice. Tell them.
Hi. It's Cinco De Mayo.
It is, but what did you say
about
at first?
Howdy, partner.
Get your life.
Y'all, if y'all cannot tell, we have already been drinking. Like, what are you talking about?
10 shots down.
I ain't 10 shots down, but I've been drinking margarita.
I've been drinking.
Welcome. By the time you see this, it won't be Cinco de Mayo no more, but it is now. So you about to get the Cinco de Mayo turn up. You're not gonna see the nachos and the tacos.
Cinco de Mayo. Oh, I don't know how to do that. Mara says I look like I'm having a stroke when I do it.
I don't know how to do it either. So any young people watching that, we're lit. Anyway, hey listeners.
Hi.
I'm not even gonna go on what we did this weekend because we ain't do shit. So how about this?
I went for a walk.
My head's messed up.
Before we start, everyone, I just want to advertise Dice Designs. Hold on.
That joint is looking lit.
Bang, bang, bang. And now I'm taking it off because it's hot. 10 shots
to be in character, but look.
Warm. The bitch is warm.
It's warm. We've been drinking. That kind of does that sometimes, from time to time. But
the big bitch is unearthed.
So stupid.
What episode we on, guys?
Don't kill y'all, but I'll put my hat low. Maybe the glare won't mess with y'all. Anyway, what's up, listeners? We are here on episode 76.
Okay, great.
Anything. You like great. There is still a pandemic. COVID-19 is still living this bitch around the world. And yet there are states that are turned up and have been turned up for the last week.
Georgia was in this bitch last weekend. Let me tell. Did you see the videos?
Yes.
Dog.
Multiple videos.
Did you see the one when they was at the parking lot and it was like fireworks going?
And everybody was running? Wasn't
like,
that in
why?
Atlanta?
Why?
Y'all, if we have any listeners in Atlanta, please let us know why, what was going on. I understand y'all opened up this weekend, but why?
And y'all numbers done increased since then, but be blessed.
Then there was a joint in Manhattan where it was like a bunch of non-black people, and they was just out like, it's a nice day. Like, what the fuck is you talking about? Then in DC, it looked like the Million Man March all over again, but with non-blacks. Angels? Yes. So they did some type of flyover because they have to log a certain amount of hours of flight to stay certified. That's the explanation that I got. But apparently they let people know that this is happening, and people in this area took it as an opportunity to go out on the mall and just fucking be outside by the thousands. And I don't understand because the United States numbers are not going down. But yet
B-Dub said that actually they were flying to like do something about the COVID-19 response. So it was just ironic. I don't know if that's true or not. Just going off of what B-Dub said. But it's ironic that that's what they were doing, but like half of DC was outside and not practicing social distancing. But
not near mask. All the video and pictures that I've seen, not one piece of mask.
the mask part is not what bothered me. It was the number of people, because it was like
Dog, a grip.
It's a lot of y'all.
Dog, it looked like the non-black Million Man March.
That part.
That's exactly what it looked like. Not one piece of mask, not a cloth, a scarf, nothing. Bandana.
You speaking of COVID-19, I need to talk to our lighter counterparts, because these niggas is out here acting like this is their own personal civil rights movement.
I need y'all to relax.
And I definitely need y'all. Y'all are not getting hung on trees. Y'all houses and churches are not being burnt with y'all children in them.
Mm-mm.
This is just actually, it's not the same, not even by the least.
Not even
this
close.
is actually to protect you.
That's what it is. Why so much backlash? Like someone is, you're taking my rights. No, we're trying to keep you alive.
That's it.
That's all.
Like the bitch in North Carolina who's like the leader of this whole y'all taking my rights movement.
About that, honey.
Now she's positive, and she's still back on her bullshit. Like, I still want my rights. You want your right to die? I'm confused.
I'm so confused. Like,
because let me tell you, they said Virginia is about to open up, and guess what? Virginian is going to be in the house.
I heard Maryland is about to open, and guess who will still be in the house? Okay. I am not going anywhere unless it is essential. How about that?
And the only thing that's essential for me is the grocery store and the liquor store. So
food, liquor, and checking on my folks. That about it. Because my
parents are young enough to fend for themselves. So be blessed, parents. You shouldn't be watching this shit anyway.
You definitely shouldn't. At least my folks don't got the technology to watch it. What else? I also heard as recent as a couple hours ago, we both in the group chat, that apparently the fucking coronavirus is mutating now and is now supposedly more contagious than it was before. So I fucking mean, really, first it's the coronavirus, then we have fucking murder wasps that's like, okay, y'all
didn't get there yet.
And now the corona's mutating. So like, for some reason they are trying to get rid of humans off this planet, and they're succeeding.
I actually didn't read the article. I did see that y'all sent it in our group chat, but yeah. I didn't read it because your girl was taking shots because it's Cinco De Mayo.
Fuck reading, we taking these shots. This is the Shay that I love. Like, I love when Shay's drunk.
But listen, I mean, at this point, it's just like, what am I about to do? Like, what can I do? I don't know what I can do at this point, because every week is something new.
Something new.
And I mean, I was practicing social distancing because there were only 4 adults in the house.
Mm-hmm.
However, the other family people in my house, they still are just going out and living they're not living their best life. My husband still has to work. My daughter still has to go to her father's house, who has to work. Right. So it's like, all I can do is take my CMOS, my vitamin C, and pray.
And you're doing more than me, because at this point, all I'm doing is praying, because I don't have CMOS, and I heard that the vitamins that I have make you get COVID even more. So,
what vitamins?
Elderberry.
Oh yes, for sure.
So
they definitely say that is not the one to take.
So I had to stop. Well, actually, I stopped a little bit before COVID. Thank you. So no elderberry in my system.
Okay. Get you some CMOS. It got 45, 65, however many 5 minerals in them. And I just take some vitamin C for good measure whenever I go outside, just because, I don't trust the air.
Keep your immune system popping.
Yeah.
All right. I'm here for it. What else going on?
Pause. I had 10 shots, but I'm nice. But I was certainly drunker on Friday. And listeners, you were not privy to that. It was a hot ass mess, and I will never record in that state. But I just want to say congratulations to myself, because that's a lot of shots. And for the new listeners, I'm doing this whole keto thing, so I don't have carbs to soak up this liquor.
So Bad is drinking straight liquor, y'all.
And so the liquor's hitting me faster and quicker, and it hits different when you don't have no damn fries or bread or chips to soak it up.
Yeah, you get drunk quicker.
But sure. I mean, I feel like I'm still here.
You handling it though. You handling it.
I feel like I'm gonna remember this, unlike on Friday when I was sending pictures that
You didn't remember.
we won't speak about.
We shall not.
Okay, moving forward.
Moving forward. Let's see what else is going on. I guess this is like our little. We can start with our news section, and then we'll go on to like life for me is watching TV. Honey, the Queen blessed us with some fucking music since the last time we talked to y'all.
I'm a
Savage.
savage.
Look, what's happening? What's happening?
Old bitches not supposed to be on TikTok.
That's why we fucking up the dances. But look, the Queen herself came out of quarantine just to fucking drop a remix of Savage. If you have not heard it yet, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you.
There's no way you haven't heard it.
It's no fucking way. She killed it as always. And Meg was very excited and happy once it was released, and she saw that everybody was receiving it positively, and she was just so touched because she's like, yo, I'm from Houston, and like fucking Beyonce is on my goddamn song, and she fucking murdered it.
Not just that, but this is her first top 10. Actually, it's a top 5 song, or it was the other day when she posted it. So it's her first top 10/top 5 song. So, I mean, when the Queen is on it, what do you expect?
I mean, what do you expect? What kind of numbers do you expect to get? I mean, okay. We are standing, but y'all need to listen to it because it's everything. She goes.
Well, listen, while I love Beyonce. I was already tired of that song because of TikTok and because of my daughter and
my
all
daughter
these other
kills
people
it with the dances and stuff.
So it was like the first 2 days, I was just like, Beyonce. I'm a savage. But now I'm back to being like, girl, take this shit. I mean, you have a daughter, so you know how TikTok is in your household. My daughter wears TikTok the fuck out. I'm TikToked out. I'm savaged out.
I hear the songs all the fucking time, just walking through the house, and it even gets in my damn head. They're on TikTok heavy, so heavy that when she's not on TikTok, she goes on YouTube and they have playlists, TikTok mashups from all the popular songs that's on TikTok, and she just plays that in the background. So I literally walk through my house and the fucking songs be in my head. So much so that my 3-year-old now sings the fucking songs from TikTok because that's all that plays.
Well, your 3-year-old is lit. He has his own special playlist. Your husband posted about how he got 3 favorite songs and he finds different variations of them on YouTube.
Yes.
Quarantine life.
Dog.
Quarantine.
I hear is walking through the house. It'd be like, eep, ooh, eep, ooh. I'm like, oh shit. Here go this nigga. Eep, ooh. And he still ain't off Old Town Road. He done found 50 variations of that shit.
And what's the third song he said? Oh, that instead of try. No, I know that's it was Panini, but it's another song.
I can't think of it because I'm drunk, but it's about a good 3 songs. It's that little box joint. I'm gonna get lazy. That song.
Is he still on Kiki?
Every now and then he'll bust a little Kiki, and he'll bust a little Panini sometime. Hey Panini, why you trying to be a meanie?
Yeah, that one.
So yeah, but that's my house, and that is the background of house and TikTok. And I was glad that we can throw a remix up in that bitch with Beyonce. Thank you, Queen, for blessing us with some music.
Can I just say before we move on from that new motherfucking dance that y'all got to Beyonce part, my fat ass can't do.
It is curtains. I seen a couple people do it. I'm like, do I look like Debbie Allen, bitch?
That's for 18-year-olds and younger. It's not for me.
Got me fucked up. Like, it took me forever to kind of know the one that's going on now, and y'all got a whole new won't be me.
It took me 2 weeks to learn that Captain Hook one, so it's just not gonna happen. Be blessed.
No, I'm sorry. I got what else? So crazy. I saw it actually a couple hours before this. I'm catching all the news right before we record. But I was looking on one of those blogging sites, and apparently today is Vanessa Bryant's birthday. And
her daughter's birthday was the other day.
I know, which is crazy as heck. But she found an envelope addressed to her that was like to mommy from to Poppy or something like that, which is from Kobe. and it was a portrait of her that he got drawn by an artist with angel wings holding her up. My man got this made for her before he passed away. And
Conspiracy.
dog,
It's
look,
crazy.
it's crazy. Like, that would have freaked me out. She didn't find it on her birthday. She said she found it like a couple of days ago, and she, by how it was addressed to her, she knew it was for her. So she said she just saved it so she can have something special that she can open and kind of make the day, a little bit brighter or whatever. And bitch,
Right.
that's what it was. I would have lost it. She's a
Lost
strong
it.
woman, because I would have fell to pieces and I would be crying every day. And they would probably, I don't know how she's still raising her daughters, because
She
yeah,
has to. And I
strong
don't want
woman.
to make this a dark thing
Right, right,
because
right.
I'm in a good mood, but I will say that for me personally, when I was going through my really low moments, Amara was
Helped you
what
get
kept
out
me
of that.
going. Because,
Right.
like, at the end of the day, you can be going through, and I'm not comparing my shit to
Right,
hers.
right, right. But
Yeah.
just in a dark time period, like sometimes the kids can help you bring you out
Yeah.
of it.
And it sucks because I mean sometimes you don't want to be strong, but you have to be
Yeah, you
strong.
have no
But
choice.
that may be the difference between you doing something stupid and you know what I'm saying,
And pulling
living.
through. Yeah, that's definitely
So
true.
it's like it sucks, but she has. I mean, she got a fresh ass baby. It's that baby ain't even one,
So,
is she?
nope. Nope. And then got a toddler and then got the teenager. Oh, is she
Yeah,
still a teenager? Yeah,
she's
like
17 or
19.
18 or
Oh,
something
oh,
like
okay.
that.
Yep. So
So it's like
that's
it's
what's
so
going on.
unfortunate, but I mean, she has to do what she has to do because she
Them
can't
girls
do that
depending
to
on
the
her.
rest of her family. You know,
Yep,
she
they
can't
depending
fall
on
to
her.
pieces when everything
They
else has fallen to pieces.
Exactly. So it's like she's forced to like push through. So strong woman, praying
Women
for
are
you.
always forced to be stronger than we
Women are
should,
lit.
though. Hmm.
So freaking lit. Like, I'm trying to take these glasses off, but I'm sure my vision gonna be blurry before we even get through this.
I'm trying to
Um,
move this leg, but I'm fat and I can't maneuver. Sorry, listeners or viewers
look.
or whatever.
This is the quarantine. So there's gonna be a lot of moving, shifting. You probably gonna see us all up and through here. But look, I'm thinking I'll put these glasses on because I can't see no more. You're blurry. Anyway, it's quarantine. And the fact that y'all get to see our face. Mm, 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 mm.
We are so drunk. I can't
This
even
is,
do.
look, y'all gonna be cracking the hell up looking at this, and I'm probably gonna be kicking myself in the behind when I play this back.
I won't.
Um, you say I won't. I know you won't. No regrets from you. What else is going on?
Not
Oh,
a motherfucking thing.
coming up though, this is about to be a lit ass weekend. Okay, when you hear this, Friday. Well, today is Big G's birthday, but on Friday, Backyard will be live on YouTube.
For our DMV listeners and viewers, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go. We listen to Go music. I'm sorry, but Backyard Band will be going live again on YouTube for Big G's birthday. I will be there on Friday.
It's his
Um,
birthday today.
yeah,
Everybody's birthday today. It's Chris Brown's birthday too.
yeah. I seen that his daughter got him a cake and all that cute stuff. Got him some fedoras, super cute. Saturday, fucking
No, 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 no,
versus.
no.
No.
Saturday. It's time for the earthy hoes to come out. Get your motherfucking crystals out, bitch. Get your tarot cards out, hoe.
Get your
It's our
crystals.
turn. It's our time. We in this bitch. Erykah versus Jill.
Yes.
Get your
It's going
candles.
to be
Get your snaps.
everything. I'm going to get my whole entire life, and I cannot wait to come back and tell y'all about it. Like, it's going to be amazing. All the little videos that they're posting leading up to this, like them singing each other's songs.
Rich.
Look, grits. That's
I
all I need
can't
to
wait.
hear. And I'm going to lose it. But yeah, that's Saturday. Then Sunday, Mother's Day. Babyface is coming back. He said,
It's
"Look, let
Mother's
me
Day
try
this
this."
Sunday.
Yes, ma'am. And Babyface is coming back, and he is going to sing the which soundtrack?
Waiting to exhale.
Yes, lost it, but yes, Waiting to Excel on IG Live. So let me tell you something. This is going to be a very musical weekend that I'm going to get my life. I'm going to drink, which hasn't changed from the previous weekends, but it's going to be lit. Okay.
And for the ratchets, I just saw something before we logged on. Your favorite snitch, Takashi 69, is supposedly
I
going
did say
on
that.
IG live on Thursday. So you can start your day on Thursdays and just roll on into Sunday.
Look, Thursday,
Do
because
you
I'm gonna
do?
be watching to see what the hell his ass got to fucking say. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
A lot to do. So,
Listen, I'm on keto.
um,
I can't be drinking every day with y'all niggas. So,
well, we're not drinking on third. Well, I mean, as a group, we're not drinking Thursday. I mean,
I don't know if
I'll
that's
probably.
true yet. I don't know if the group knows because it don't take much for us to be like virtual
All right,
happy hour time.
we're about to be right on house party. Right, like let me tell y'all, listeners, literally right now while we're recording this, our crew has a fucking Zoom for Cinco de Mayo. They are taking shots and they are lit and they are waiting for us to hurry up and fucking record so that we
So
can
this will be a
get back in
quick
the Zoom.
episode, ho.
Look, we're gonna discuss what we need to discuss, and we need to get in this goddamn fucking Zoom and get our motherfucking Cinco de Mayo back on.
This bitch
But
gonna get
anyway,
us canceled.
please, I'm sorry. No, no, no.
Do
No,
we
no,
have
no.
any Espanol listeners or viewers? Let us know in the comments.
Yeah, we love you.
And we're sorry
Bueno.
if we offended you, or
It shouldn't be offensive.
hopefully not.
I don't know. We'll have a whole nother episode about that. But anyway, ain't nothing going on because it's the goddamn coronavirus. That's all the news that's going on. The only other thing going on is TV. So where you gonna start? It was a lot that I watched, but I know you probably haven't watched. So
Look, well, you start. We'll see what you watch and I'll comment.
well, I know you haven't watched this, but for the viewers, if you guys have been keeping up with The Last Dance, which is on ESPN, it is a sports document that is following Michael Jordan and his basketball career, but more specifically the last season of the Chicago Bulls. I'm following this because literally I was a fucking fanatic fan of the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan back in the day. So back then, of course, there was no Instagram, there was no social media to let you know all the tea that was going on behind the scenes. You just got to hear what was put out there by media and whatever story and how they wanted to spin it. But it is like really lit, like to know the background, I can't talk, the background of a lot of stuff that what was going on, and it put stuff in perspective, and it's really good. They release 2 episodes every Sunday, so they're on, we saw 6, so this Sunday will be 7 and 8, and it's going on, only going up to 10, so 2 more Sundays. I'm gonna be sad when it's over. But originally what my husband was telling me, it was supposed to actually be on Netflix, and it wasn't supposed to come out until like sometime in the summer. But with everything going on with coronavirus and the quarantine and ESPN and a lot of the sports stations not having shit to report about with sports besides the little virtual draft that happened a couple weeks ago. I think that was a week ago actually. It wasn't really much to talk about. So they're like, you know what, fuck it, let's push it forward and go ahead and release the documentary. And for y'all Jordan haters, all the proceeds that he gets from this, not you, I'm just talking about listeners, the ones that
Are there Jordan
don't,
haters?
yes,
I wouldn't
like
hate
this
on.
nigga apparently goes in on him because of the prices of his tennis shoes, and you don't need to make no more money, you got too much money, like what the fuck. But all the proceeds that he gets from this documentary, he's actually donating to charity. So y'all can go suck one. But anyway, really good documentary. Was getting all the tea about everything. So listeners, if y'all into sports, y'all definitely or at least basketball, y'all need to check it out because it's really, really good.
For the listeners that are not into sports, don't feel any kind of way. So
Don't feel any kind of way.
Here's my take. I have it recorded and I did watch the first 2 episodes. And I think the second episode highlighted Scottie Pippen a lot. And so as like, I think you would really have to be living under a rock to at least not know who some of these people are that they're mentioning. So I know who Scottie Pippen is, but when it talks about like, and spoiler alert, this is just one little small part because I've only watched 2 episodes. But when they talk about like Scottie Pippen not being paid as much as he should have been, if you didn't watch basketball back then,
you're just like okay.
Right. So for me, it's like I try to watch the first 2 episodes, but it's like I know that Michael Jackson, woo, drunk,
Tequila.
Jordan, woo, them 10 shots.
I cannot wait to play this back.
Yikes. Michael Jordan was a phenomenal basketball player. I know the team he was on, they had some good players around him because everyone says Michael Jordan wasn't great by himself. It was his team as well.
Supporting
But as far
cast
as like when you talk about the tea that you didn't know behind the scenes, you would have to have been engaged during that
back
time to
then.
care
Yeah.
about the tea.
To even care about the tea, yeah. Because like you said, the whole to you seeing that Scottie Pippen was like the least paid pretty much almost on the whole team. But watching him back then and knowing how good of a player he was and how much he assisted Michael Jordan and his stats and shit like that, you're just like, nigga, how the fuck is Tony Kukoc making more than fucking Scottie Pippen?
See, I
But
don't
like
know
you
who
said, you
that
had to be
is.
watching back then to even, yeah, you had to be watching back then to even give a fuck. But it's really, really good. And like the whole, they had a Dennis Rodman episode, which that nigga's hella interesting to me because I watched a documentary on him like a year or so ago, and he's crazy as fuck. But yeah, he's interesting. But yeah,
Okay.
good documentary if you're into basketball and sports and stuff like that. Like I said, they're on this. We just went past the 6th episode, so we got 4 more to go. What else? Insecure, because that's something that we both watch. So we can talk about something that we both watch. Or did you want to save that for the end?
I know we can go, babe.
Okay. So this episode, you guys should have watched it by the time this is because it will be a Thursday, and these episodes air on Sunday. Yeah,
Sundays.
yeah, because I always have to watch it on Monday because I'm watching the Jordan joint. It comes on the same time as the Jordan one.
The smoke. I'm sorry.
I was like, what? So, this episode was okay. I'm drunk. This episode started with them at what's the old girl's name who had just had the baby.
Tiffany.
Tiffany had the baby, and they were going over there like a little, I wouldn't say sip and see, but maybe it's like a sip and see, taking it from Real Housewives of Atlanta. And you're starting to see a lot more of the tension is a
Pause.
nice way to put it.
Pause. I'm gonna pause you
That was me pausing.
because you have to remember we
Okay.
only come on every other week. So a quick recap, y'all, from the
Oh yeah, it's
from
2 episodes then.
yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
So last
my
Sunday,
bad.
just really quickly, I just want to
Mhm.
say it was focused a lot on Condola. I call her Conduent. And Lawrence had went to her little Friendsgiving, and that's
Mhm.
where he found out that he was basically just a piece of meat, and he was
Oh,
feeling
man.
some kind of way.
You
So
thought you
he
was in a
asked,
serious relationship, Lawrence.
right? He asked her if she still had feelings for her ex-husband, and she said, "Well, would you have broken up with Issa had she not cheated?" And
And he
then
ain't had no words,
we
honey.
never saw the end of that conversation. However, what we did see was
Mhm.
him slide up in Issa's DMs. Also,
Mhm.
another thing that we saw was Molly and Issa in the grocery store. Oh, they were going at it. They had
Yes.
it
For
was jazz,
fucking sure.
boom, boom. But they were supposed to talk it through, and they did not.
Yeah,
So
because they're supposed
now,
to at Thanksgiving during pie time.
right? But they did not. So that's just a quick synopsis of last week, and now continue with this week.
I
Sorry,
definitely forgot all about that because
you
we
know I'm
are.
the insecure correspondent. I
I
got you.
know. So you should be doing this. Like I'm explaining like and I know you
I
are
get a
better with
little
explaining it.
long-winded because I'm very into all the little details. So I was gonna
But I
let you
like
shine.
talking about it to you because you point out a lot of stuff that maybe I wouldn't even think of. And I'm like, you know what? That does fucking make sense. Why X, Y, and Z. But this episode, they were at Tiffany. She had the baby. Lawrence was with the father. I suck at names, so
Derek.
yeah. Yeah. He was up with him, talking to him about, being a dad and the expectations and that they weren't necessarily planning to have a baby this soon and stuff like that. And downstairs was the girls. It was Molly, Tiffany, Issa,
Kelly.
Kelly. And they were kind of talking, and it was still a lot of tension between them two. And you saw Molly and Tiffany talking, and she kind of was like, did Issa say anything about anything? And then, Kelly and Issa, when they were off to the side, Issa kind of said the same thing, like, has Molly said anything? Kind of saying like she's kind of been like, oh, but you know what, I ain't gonna say nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? And both of them were pretty much their summation of the advice they gave to him was like, just talk to him. It's probably a misunderstanding. It could just be like a communication, like y'all just need to fucking talk. These bitches still ain't talk, and there's a lot of assumptions going on. Issa was talking to Lawrence at one point off to the side, and it was totally fucking innocent. And Molly looking like this bitch being messy. Issa get a fucking phone call about like some shit going down about her block party. She lost her headliner. Schoolboy Q ain't gonna be in that bitch no more. So she like, look, I wanted to
Hey,
stay.
Kendrick. Sorry.
Hey, come on through. And so it's like, it's like, I gotta go. An emergency happened. Like, I gotta be out. Baby's cute. Gotta go. Love y'all. And Molly's looking and happened to look out the window, and Lawrence was leaving at the same time. And she's like, So this bitch thinks she's lying, that Issa's about to run off and go like slide up in Lawrence's pants. And whole I already see where this is going, and I'm gonna love it. Go ahead. I need your breakdown. Give it to me.
No. So then another point, I need to pick the key points. So the key points of this episode, we got Molly making assumptions about Issa, although she really was just handling her business. Yep. She was on the phone with somebody about the headliner. She said the headliner dropped out, but she did nothing wrong. She's saying that she paid.
I forgot that part.
Yeah. Issa's not really taking Molly's relationship with Asian Bae too seriously, although Molly really is trying to work. She's trying her best
too.
But then Issa hits up Molly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that part.
And it's like, hey girl, hey.
Hey.
And Molly really thought that Issa was calling her so they could finally talk or whatever. And she looked so relieved.
Like,
and then Issa was like,
I gotta talk to my bitch.
But Issa was like, don't your nigga work for Live Nation?
I need some motherfucking connections, bitch.
You think you can help me out?
And this wasn't after she like let her bitch talk, because like Molly was really about to like release everything that she had been going through. It's like, yeah, but that's good. So I got a question.
Yeah.
Like literally, like never really gave any feeling that she gave a fuck about what Molly was talking about, and this is even after y'all was supposed to talk any fucking way. So it came off super like, all right, that's cool, girl, but I need some help with something real quick. So Molly was not feeling that shit.
And so I follow, and you do as well, an Insecure discussion group on Facebook, and a lot of people were going in about that.
Talking about?
And they're going in on that, and I feel like Issa was 100% wrong, but I can think of other times where the shoe was on the other foot. Maybe not as Molly wasn't asking Issa for a favor, but there have definitely been times when Issa was going through like something serious, and Molly's been like, okay, but hold up, can we talk about this nigga? So it's like, for me personally,
she's put her problems ahead of Issa's a lot. So the fact that Issa's doing it this one time, it's like the end of the world is ending and shit now.
But at the end of the episode, Molly calls Issa, or Issa calls Molly. Somebody calls somebody and basically says, I choose my relationship, and I'm actually not going to ask him to do this favor for you. Issa is looking stuck because these bitches still ain't talked. And I feel like this little shit they're going through could easily be resolved if they had
the conversation way earlier.
Keep letting this other shit build up, and it's going
to end up being a big thing. And that's why from the beginning of the season, when I was like, I don't really fuck with her like that, I don't really talk to her like that, it's like, well, how the fuck y'all niggas get here? Because literally when they said that, I'm like, how the fuck these bitches get to this point? And it was like, bitch, we gonna show you. Dice, like, just chill out. We gonna run you back and let you know why the fuck they got here.
So my question to you is, if you and your best friend were going through some communication issues and you have the ability to help her with her newfound career, because Issa has been struggling this whole goddamn show
to figure out what the fuck she wants to do and what her passion is.
And for me, it's like she finally found something she's passionate about. And if they talked enough, Molly would know that she's serious about it. And I can understand why Molly has preconceived
reservations.
Yeah,
because of previous
her
shit.
past. But I just want to know, like, what would you do?
Like, how would you
ask your booth to help your best friend out, even though y'all weren't on the best of terms, or would you be like?
That is like, I feel like when you give someone the title of a best friend, like literally, like if I need you, I need you. Like I'm the type of person that don't like to ask for help. So like my best friend, besides my husband, my best friend is the first person I'm probably gonna fucking run to and be like, bitch, what the fuck should I do? Or bitch, help me. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I would be like, look, bitch, like, I know we gotta talk. I understand that like some shit happened, like whatever, but like we're gonna link up. But I need a urgent favor. Like, you know about the block party. My motherfucking headliner dropped out, bitch. Like, crazy shit. I would feel a certain kind of way,
I think that would have been
because
better though.
to
I'm
like
sorry, but I
address it
think that
like
would have been
that.
better if Issa did that. Issa didn't even say, I know we still have to talk, but
But
she just went straight
I
into
got this
like,
pressing issue. She just like, oh, okay, bitch, but look, my headliner dropped out. So yeah, I think she could have prefaced it a little bit better. But I also would feel a certain kind of way if I was Issa, because I didn't like how Molly assumed that her headliner dropped out because she did something wrong. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like, what you do? Did you pay him? Was there a contract? Did you blah blah blah? So like, I didn't like that, and I know I would feel a certain kind of way, especially with that coming from a best friend. I would just be like, and I think that's why Issa sometimes be taking a pause and be like, well, damn, bitch, like, no, like I did what I was supposed to do. So yeah, I was
I,
still, regardless if we having a little tiff or not, like, that's my best friend. Like, fuck that, bitch. If I can't ask you to help me, then who the fuck can I ask?
I have 2 or 3 points because I'm drunk. So in my mind, they're
Mhm.
there, but I don't know how many, I can't count. But anywho, so the first thing is, I feel like, okay, I lost my first one, but the second thing is, I feel like I wouldn't have an issue with Molly choosing her relationship if if I felt like it was genuine. I feel like
Mm.
Molly, oh, and this brings me back to my first point that I was going to say. Catch it, receive it. Okay. So I feel like Molly is only not doing this favor for Issa because they're going through what they're going through. Which brings me to my first point, which is I feel like they have a lot of tit for tat going on. Like
Yeah,
Molly says some slick shit and Issa won't address it then and there. So she'll wait till the next time they have a
to be
conversation
slick.
and she'll dig in and say some
Hmm.
passive aggressive shit. And that's why
Right.
they're going through that. The third point, because yes, those were my two. Yes. So the third
I
point is,
agree.
even if Molly didn't want to do that, I don't see why she couldn't have said, "Hey, girl, I don't really feel comfortable right now because me and Asian Bay aren't in the greatest space. But is there anything else I can help you with?" Like she's a lawyer. So if old
Right.
boy Q did drop out and she didn't breach that
And I'll
contract,
be like, you did say he ain't breached the contract, and you paid, so he shouldn't be able to drop out. So like, send me over the contract and let me see what the fuck I can do, like, to make sure that, maybe we can still have him if it's breaching the contract, or what I'm saying, that sort of thing. Like, but she, like you said, it does seem like it's a tip for tat, like, oh no, this bitch eats up to her regular normal shit, and we ain't really talk like that. So like, fuck that shit. Like, nah, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm not gonna risk my new relationship for like
right?
this whim of a thing that you might be interested in, when whole time it's like she's working hard and it really means a lot. So yeah, I
So
definitely agree.
I feel like Molly been on some bullshit all season, but Issa was wrong for her execution.
On that phone call, fuck yeah.
But the people in that insecure group is like Molly is always doing something for Issa, and my whole thing is Issa doesn't ask though. This is the
No, I
first
don't
time she
feel like
asked,
she's one of them people that's always asking Molly for shit.
but
Like,
she hasn't.
I
I
don't
asked
get
him to give
that.
me an example of when she asked for something, and it was like
Uh-huh.
one time she asked for her to pay for some food, and I was like, it was a taco place. Like tacos don't cost that much money.
Bitch, especially when it's a taco stand every corner in California, like, them
It
tacos like $3.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
she's
I
a
was like,
whole ass lawyer.
I said, it's not like they went to Roof Chris, my nigga, and she was like, "Can you pay for my motherfucking?" I'm like, listen, I sometimes my friends pay for stuff, sometimes I pay for
If my
you.
best friend can't buy me a fucking $3 taco, then bitch, like,
But my thing is, are we really writing that down? Like, oh, I brought my best friend this. Oh, my
it
best friend only
shouldn't
brought me
be
that.
no fucking like tally list of like what I've done for you versus what you've done for me, and I've done more for you. If it's a real friendship, definitely best friendships, but even a real friendship, I don't feel like you should be making a checklist to be like, well, bitch, I bought you tacos. Well, bitch, I carried your bag. Well, bitch, I bought the bag. Like, it's just too much. Like, if we're friends, then like it shouldn't be no back and forth unless it's like crazy double sided where the person just ain't did shit for you.
And that was my thing. I said I wrote a post where I was actually like, in all honesty, there were so many opportunities where I feel like Issa could have really taken advantage of Molly. Like she lost her job, her car was fucked up, she needed a place to stay, and
Place to stay. She was homeless.
She
Mm-hmm.
never asked Molly for help, and she even said, even Molly even offer, and Issa said no. I respect our
Our
friendship too much.
friendship more to it won't, yeah, it will mess it up. Which
Right.
that's the total fucking opposite of taking advantage of somebody. That's like
So I'm
I'm gonna
like,
figure it out. Like I don't want to interfere and fuck about friendship because I'm asking you for shit. Like
so y'all comparing tacos to a headliner for her fucking dream career path,
like
and to
bitch,
me it's
that's
like,
big. It don't compare. They violent.
so I'm going to tell you a story, and I'm gonna ask you. Well, I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna tell you a story. The question
Okay.
is, have you ever been a suck ass best friend? So let me tell you about the time that I was a suck ass best friend.
Okay.
So my boo, we were
Mhm.
like 16, 17. So I'm gonna blame it on the age, but I was dealing with a dude who I shouldn't have been dealing with. He was a hot ass mess.
Mhm.
Anywho, one day she called me out the blue, and she was like, "Hey," and I was like, "Girl," and I just started going in about everything, all the drama that was going on with my friend. I mean, with my
Mhm.
dude. And then I
Mhm.
was like, "All right, girl, but this nigga about to come. I'm gonna call you back," and hung up. I never asked her how her day was.
Like
How
what's going on with her?
I mean, and she's the one that called me. I didn't even call her.
Right.
So I found out later, either later on that day or the next day, that her grandmother, like her, I don't want to say favorite, but like her
Who she was
daughter's middle
closest,
name is literally named after this grandmother, died.
and she was calling to
And
tell
she was
you.
calling me to talk.
Oh my God. I know you felt horrible when you
Dog,
found
like
out.
to this day,
To this
because I don't,
day.
for real, because to this day, I don't like to talk on the phone, and my best friend only likes to talk on the phone. So a lot of times she calls, and I just be like, "Bitch, send me a text message." What?
Right.
In my mind, I'm always like,
I gotta answer this shit
I
because I
gotta
wasn't there
answer.
that last time for her. But you didn't know. In your defense, like it's not like she started talking and you cut her off and was like, all right, I'm sorry to hear that. But bitch, let me tell you about this nigga. Like that would have been a bad best friend. You honestly didn't know that she was calling to have a serious talk with you.
Ma'am, I didn't even ask how her day was at the minimum. I just went straight into this
Do you
nigga's
know
a
how many
hoe.
times, bitch, I done hit you up and I ain't be like, hey Shay, how was your day? I just like, let me fucking tell you about these motherfuckers. Like, and you could be having your own shit, but I just jump right into it and be like, a whole ass
That's
Leo.
when you hit me up though. What I'm saying is she called me and I was on my bullshit. Like, yeah, girl, I know you called me, but this nigga tripping. Who
But
does
you,
that?
I know, but still, you ain't know. And you was young, like you say, you were younger, but you made up. You made
Thank
up
God.
for your ways, and you answered the phone call now. So kudos to you.
Shout out to you, boo. Love you.
Uh,
Okay, so
um,
when have you ever been a suck ass best friend?
this is gonna sound super. I don't know. All right. I do not agree that I was a suck best friend, but I was accused of being a bad best friend. So, I it's not Tammy. It was my best friend from college, and we're really tight, been tight for years, and she was close with the ex girlfriend of my then boyfriend, and the girl was using those relationships to get information about what was going on between me and the guy that I was dating at the time, and I don't feel like my best friend at the time really believed that or understood that. So I my whole standpoint with my best friend and a couple of other friends that were really close with her, I was like, if y'all are true friends, there are other topics to talk about than me and my nigga.
Yeah.
That's just me. Like I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna be that fucking petty, even though I feel like as a best friend, your loyalty should be to me and you should drop that hoe. But I'm not gonna be that fucking petty to be like, you can't be friends with this person. But what I am gonna say is y'all shouldn't be on the phone, y'all shouldn't be texting, y'all shouldn't be in person with my name in your mouth when you my fucking friend as well. You should just stay neutral and be like, I know y'all got y'all thing. I ain't in that shit. Anyway, bitch, what's going on with you?
Right.
So around that time, I really wasn't feeling my friend for not taking my side more and not like I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it, but we were still cool. But like we were, I could feel like what Molly and Issa were going through. It's just like, we're not clicking right now. Like we didn't really spend as much time together. We kind of weren't talking as much, and I got cool with people at my job, my two current best friends, male and female, and we would go out all the time. We would hang out. Like that was like when we was going out like 3 times a week, and not every time would I invite my best friend. Sometimes I would, sometimes I wouldn't. And we just had a big ass falling out. She said I was a bad best friend, and I found other people that I treated and checked on more than her, and kind of went in. And I was like, well, bitch, if you want to talk about what the fuck a best friend is, let's run it back about this bitch who you pillow talking with. Not necessarily pillow talking because
Right.
they wasn't smashing, but like that you talking to and giving my business to. And I know because she's getting information about me that only my friends will know. So, bitch, like if you want to talk about a good best friend, like let's talk about it. And I ended up losing my best friend. Like we stopped being friends. Like right now we are super cordial. We are social media friends. I think we've texted a couple times, but we haven't hung out. But it was years and years that we didn't even really talk. Like I was in my feelings because I'm like, I'm a loyal bitch. I always say that I feel like I'm loyal. When I fuck with you, like it ain't shit that I won't do for you in my power. Like I'll like give you my last dollar. I'll be there for you, like whatever you need. So for somebody to accuse me to not be loyal or not be a good friend, I was like, bitch, no. Let me put this back on you because you ain't been shit either. So yeah. I don't think that I was in the wrong, but that was one time that I was accused of not being a good best friend. But I'm not fucking buying it.
Well, one last point on Insecure so we can move forward.
Long story, huh? Listeners,
no,
like,
I mean
right,
this
bitches.
whole Insecure spill, not your story, this whole Insecure spill is kind of long, but
oh yeah. But it tied into it.
Yeah, for sure. But no, I feel like the friendship, and I don't give a fuck, the friendship, everybody that know me know that ended within the last 2-3 years. That was really close to me. I relate very much to the Issa and Molly situation because there are some theories. Now, I'm not saying it's mine personally, that Molly cannot handle that Issa is trying to level up in life. And that's where some
so
of
that's
it.
why she's acting better.
Yeah, especially because Issa is not totally depending on Molly for it. And so I'm not saying it's the same. I'm not saying it's the same thing because the bitch has always been employed over here. I just feel like some people, and in particular, I'm talking about that bitch. Hey boo, if you watching.
Hey girl, hey.
I feel like some people expect for you to be in a box. And so when we met, I was single and living my whole best life. We're between the lines, boo. But then I got married, I settled down. I was having issues, but I was still settled. And so my priorities became different. Like there was one point where I decided to stop drinking because I wanted to like fast from drinking to focus on my marriage because it was a hot ass
That's
mess.
understandable. Yeah.
But it was around the time of her birthday and it was like very fresh. Yeah. It was like a week or two into that whole thing. And so her birthday party was going to be at a club and I'm not that strong.
Yeah, so you're just like, I'm about to be in this joint drinking and turned up. Like,
right.
Why even put myself in that environment?
I chose not to go, and that created hella friction because it was like, well, bitch, you went to Dave and Buster's that night. And I was like, Dave and Buster's be having kids in there. She's like, but they sell liquor there. I was like, they sell liquor at all restaurants, but we were in the game section.
Right.
Like,
you weren't like at the bar.
Right. I'm like, Dave and Buster's to me is very different than a club atmosphere, especially because you were going to have a table, so the bottles were going to be there.
Flowing.
And I really was on some like.
You really didn't want to drink, so you really was trying to up and stand to that.
And not only that, but at the time, which is very far-fetched now, knowing how I feel about religion, but I was very into like trying to be into the church with it. So it was like praying to God, let me fast from alcohol so I can really try to make my marriage work because it was like so bad. And she didn't understand that. And my whole thing was like, I literally had, because at the time I was living in California. So it was like, I literally picked a training. Her birthday is the same birthday as my husband's.
Right.
I purposely picked a training on that weekend so I could be
there
with her
for
for her
her
birthday as
day.
opposed to my own
Right.
husband.
Mm-hmm.
But things had happened like right before then in my marriage where I was just like, no, I need to focus on this. But the training was already going to happen, so I had to go anyway.
So
But
you're like,
you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? And so that happened, and then some things happened after that, and it was just like, so I'm not saying we're all the way like Molly and Issa. I'm just saying I'm seeing the
That
parallel
relationship. Yeah.
where it's just like you're used to being the only married person, and so I'm the single person, so you think I'm just supposed to be available whenever you want.
But you're like, no, I'm married now, sis, and I'm trying to get my shit together. Like, and make
Right.
sure I'm on the up and up. Yeah.
And
Definitely
I don't feel
understand.
like that was considered.
Yeah. I get it. Definitely understand. It's so funny. Growing up, I had a lot more male friends than I had female friends. And guys will always be like, girls' friendships are so fucking complicated. Or
They
like they might
are.
be like, girls, like it's so much emotions involved. And like sometimes it can be catty. And I'm just like, well, I'm glad I fuck with my niggas. Fuck some niggas. And then the older I got, I get bonded genuinely to a lot of females. And I'm not saying like none of my friends are catty, but just even going through the process of finding good friends, you just see just how fucking stressful and catty friendships can be. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just sorting through who's a real friend and who the fuck is an associate. You know what I mean? So like, it's exhausting as fuck. And I just want to say shout out to all my fucking male friends from high school. Y'all was the fuck right. Like, exhausting. Like,
No,
once I got my bitches, effortless. But we eating through them shits.
it's crazy because like my best friend I've known since I was 13. It's another girl I've known since I was 13. My tall friend William, even though me and him
Hey,
we be falling
shout
out
out to
all the
Will.
time.
Hmm.
I've known him since I was 15. So it was like when I met everybody that I met as an adult, honestly in the beginning, I didn't take none of them friendships seriously. Like
Hmm.
it was just kind of like
Ours.
no bullshit.
No, for real. Like, I know. We started from the bottom, now we here, bitch.
Right.
Like,
Like all these shits, I was kind of like, I mean, we'll see if she cool. Like, we'll go from there, bitch.
but I got my motherfucking core.
Right. But that particular friendship, and I don't have a problem admitting it, because we have became friends after my core, who I have as my core, we became friends, and like, that was my bitch. Like,
Right. For
I
sure.
I cried when we stopped
Yeah,
being
I
friends.
know. Bitch, I was there.
I was very, very upset. So it was just like, okay, here we are.
Right. Right.
But child, boo. A bitch is over that. She cried and now she's here. I
The
wish you
glow
all the
up.
best, my love.
Be blessed. All right, we all insecure. No, we ain't gonna be able to talk about no other fucking show.
No
We ain't
bullshit.
gonna never get to this goddamn Cinco de Mayo Zoom. All right,
Oh
next.
shit.
Married at First Sight reunion.
Married at First Sight reunion.
Married at First Sight, we didn't talk about that. The reunion when they came back, the couples.
Oh, Married at First Sight. I thought you was talking about married to medicine. I was like,
No,
that's
no,
over.
no, no. Even though Married to Medicine LA did start this past Sunday, I didn't watch it, so please don't talk about it.
Okay, I
We'll talk
won't.
about it in the next episode because I missed that, but that premiered on Sunday. No, Married at
Married
First
at
Sight,
First
the
Sight
reunion.
reunion. You're right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So and that shit, if you haven't watched it, too fucking bad. We're spoiling it. Ain't nobody fucking stay together, but the goddamn awkward crew. Which I like I said before, I'm bad at names, but the two geeky awkward ones.
You did say they were gonna make it. I said none of them niggas was gonna make it.
I said it from the beginning. I was like, they got that weird connection. Like, even though she was on some dumb shit with he won't say he loves me and that could be a deal breaker. Well, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, y'all are working. Like, y'all are awkward together and the shit is just working out. Motherfucking Katie, bitch.
I hate her. She's a
I
bitch.
can't fucking stand that bitch. In the beginning, I wasn't feeling her off the rip because this bitch had a whole ass ex-boyfriend that she was chasing behind and didn't even know the day before the wedding if she was sure she even wanted to fucking go on the show. Derek, I'm not saying that this nigga is perfect, but this nigga is patient and he fucking tried.
He
because
really did.
More patient than a nigga like me if I was a dude would have gave. Like, this nigga is a whole ass, good looking, engineer, patient ass nigga with a nice family. Bitch, you out here looking like fucking Donatello. That's a turtle. Like, bitch, you're not even that cute, and you putting this nigga through all these hoops. And whole time, you just want to go back to your ex. And I kept saying that shit all season. I'm like, oh, this bitch is doing this because she missing her ex. And then what happened at the fucking reunion? This bitch cheated on Derek and was with her dude right after the fucking honeymoon.
Not only did she fuck her ex, but she went out on a date with one of the other wives.
The other nigga who never moved in with his wife. I forgot his name. The nigga with the hair.
I don't remember his name either. But I said, oh, so this bitch scandalous.
This bitch is a ho-ho. Like,
y'all went and got
matching
tattoos.
Cool with the girl though.
You cool with the girl? Y'all all got matching tattoos, but you went out with her husband.
Talking about, well, I had hit him up and was like, hey, filming was real crazy. You trying to catch drinks? After you knew all season that this nigga was messing around with his wife's friend. And here you are trying to slide in this nigga DM talking about you trying to go get some drinks. Bitch, you thirsty, and I hope Derek comes out and finds him a bad bitch and you looking stupid. Like, Katie, you're trash. I hope you're listening. Like, the fuck terrible. And I said, she was annoying me all fucking season. We already knew fucking Brandon and curly hair girl who had the same fucking wig all season.
That tired ass wig that's matted everywhere except for the front.
I can't stand that fucking wig.
I don't like her because she don't be telling her side. She only tells the story where it makes him look bad. And I know that is more to the story. I'm not saying he ain't wrong. I'm just saying keep it a buck.
She doing too much. Like, that's why Michael, even though he's a lying ass nigga, that nigga was annoyed because he like, look, first of all, y'all not gonna keep fucking asking me questions like I'm Brandon. Yeah, that's my nigga and that's my boy. But y'all not gonna press me out to be like, well, what was Brandon thinking? What was your thoughts on that? Like, nah. And he even said it. He was like, that's not my understanding of the story of what happened. There was a police report filed. So the law did what the law did, and I'm not answering no more questions. I respected the fuck out of him for that. And here go fucking Mika. And he would, cause that bitch is so fucking hurt from him and that fucking lying, which I give it. The nigga stay lying over dumb shit. But this bitch ain't never gonna have his back, even when he in the goddamn right. Oh, that's just a loyalty thing. Like, he just don't want to look like on TV that he not taking Brandon. How about it's just that that's not what the fuck happened and she's sicing? How about I don't believe that you accidentally went to a club that he worked at. Bitch, you knew that was probably one of his clubs. You walked up in that motherfucker on purpose, flossing this little nigga, hoping that Brandon was gonna be there. And then when he was there, I don't doubt that he didn't approach you because he seemed like the nigga that would be with the shits. But I'm not doubting that you wasn't extra as fuck because we seen on footage when this nigga was trying to get out of the bathroom, bitch, and you were standing in front of the fucking door. He's recording on his phone because he was like, I know how this type of shit go. You're not about to have me in here like I'm putting my hands on you or something crazy going on. So I'm gonna record this shit. And he was trying to fucking go. He's telling the producers, let me the fuck out because I want to leave. She's physically keeping him from fucking leaving. So I don't doubt that some other shit popped off at that fucking joint because guess what? If it was just him, he would have been an only nigga that got locked up. But guess what, bitch? So did you. She got locked up as well.
They both got locked up, so
yeah.
I don't believe
but that's spicy. And then apparently there's about to be a new Married at First Sight in New Orleans, bitch. Hey, that shit about to happen.
I'm not that excited.
I ain't, because it's gonna be more black people.
Every season they get worse and worse when it comes to their fucking goddamn
their casting. So, yeah. I'm just hopeful that it'll be better because this season was trash. not the most entertaining at all. At all.
It was
It made
just
me hate niggas.
for two of the couples, it was a shit show from the absolute beginning. And
Yeah.
then for the other two couples that didn't make it, it was a shit show by the second or third episode.
It
So
was
in
just
my
like
opinion, I was like, why are we still here? Let's just wrap it up to the end.
I was
Can
like only one couple gonna make it through, even though I thought Katie and Derek was gonna make it until towards the middle. I was like, nah, he dumb as fuck if he stay with her. So when they got to the finale and he decided to stay, I was like, oh, this nigga. Even at the finale, she was saying like, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and work it out and figure what's going on. Nope, nope. Let's see what other shows. Real Housewives
pause.
of
Did you
Atlanta.
see that they're about to do a scripted series on the Tiger King and Nicolas Cage is gonna play him?
Yes, I saw that.
Let
I
me
saw
just
that.
say that the quarantine, the fucking producers need to donate some money to this COVID-19 cure,
Because
because the
we are
only
watching
reason
shit.
why so many people watch that shit is because we were bored.
Exactly.
I can't believe y'all let these poor white trash niggas get this shit off like this.
No,
This is
I
ridiculous.
know Joe Exotic is in jail mad as fuck because he
Cause
could
he
be
ain't getting no
collecting
coins.
coins.
None.
Right. But let me tell you, Carol Baskin, that bitch probably lit with her deceased husband. Anyway, Real Housewives of Atlanta, it was the finale.
Okay. Yeah.
Was it the finale? I
It
don't know if
was.
it was the
It
finale.
wasn't this Sunday. It was last Sunday. That's why I can't remember. It was the
Okay.
finale because the
Yeah.
reunion they're doing it like via Zoom this
Okay.
upcoming Sunday.
Got it. So it was Candy's baby shower. It was like a block party that it was like at a bootleg Tyler Perry studio. So it looked like it was a neighborhood. But it was a bunch of drama because Nene and Kenya got into it because Kenya was being messy and she went on some on record or something saying that she was a bad friend or I don't know, some shit. And so it was like a whole like little thing. Tal was being a whole ass bitch at the baby shower, but then he apologized at the end after everybody was probably gone. But anyway, they also talked about their like the issues they were kind of going through with Candy balancing her working
Working
with the
home
acting
life.
where she has to travel and then her young son and then balancing her husband and then a baby on the way and just like how she felt overwhelmed because she's like, nigga, I gotta work because I'm doing it for y'all. Like, it's a lot of motherfuckers that I support, not even my immediate family, but it's kids that I help. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have to do this. Like, if I don't work, then, and I was feeling both sides of that. Like, I was feeling tall, like, damn, bitch, you here 2 days and, like, you working 2 days. Like, when the fuck is your son going to see you? And when am I going to have some alone time with my wife? So, like, I understood it, but I understood Candy, like, well, nigga, look, this money's not going to make itself. Like, I get you're making money, but I'm trying to make money, and like, I'm trying to make us all good. So I got it, and it was crazy. Um, what else was going on that? Portia's husband, Hot Dog Man, was acting the worst on that Henny. Talking about she can just go plan and pay for her own wedding. I'm just like, oh, okay, well,
Because he want to go to the
yes,
courthouse. She was like,
right.
what we
She
gonna do?
like, no, I'm gonna get told up, bitch. Like, what are you talking about? So yeah,
He already knew
um,
Portia was not that type of bitch. I don't even know why he
I
said
don't know why he even thought that was gonna get passed. Like, Portia ain't going to nobody fucking courthouse. That bitch is going to have a fucking. She will live it the fuck up. He gonna end up breaking down. They not gonna stay together.
that. I don't really see
Um,
them lasting, to be honest. But
yeah,
at least she got
do
the
y'all,
baby.
boo. Yeah, they look just like him. God damn, that baby look just like
Nigga.
Dennis. Whole ass fucking face and facial expressions.
But
Um,
real quick before we move on, she actually posted a picture of her as a baby, and as a baby, I can see how her and the baby look alike, but not today.
mm, yeah. Like now he look like like how he looks presently she looks, but like as a
Right.
baby. Got it. That's kind of like me and my daughter. Like when I was a kid, pictures like we look alike, but if you just look at how we look now, everybody's like, that's her fucking father. Like she look like her daddy. I'm like, but you gotta look at my baby pictures, but nobody wants to hit them receipts. They just like, I'm looking at you now, bitch. So I get it.
She
I
looks
feel
like
your
her
pain,
dad.
Portia. She does.
Okay.
Facts.
But you carried
What I
her,
said.
and no one can ever take that away from you, sis.
And no one can take away that she looks like my baby pictures. So next show. We talked about Married at First Sight. We talked about the Jordan documentary. We said Married at First Sight came back. I didn't see, but you said you saw it. I mean,
I
not Married
did.
at First Sight.
Married to Medicine,
Married to
LA.
Medicine, LA.
I
So
did.
give me a week so I can catch up. By the time we come back, it's gonna be 2 episodes, so I'll be caught up.
It was a mess.
So
Carrying on.
oh Lord Jesus. So onto my Netflix binges. The Innocence Project
I'm
on
still not caught
Netflix.
up.
It's really good. I'm not gonna go into details because I want Shay to watch. But listeners, if you have not started watching the Innocence Project, I forgot how many episodes it is. It's really good. Please fucking watch it. Yes, it's gonna get you all razzle dazzled and ruffle some feathers, but it's
I don't want to
good
be
and it's
angry.
worth it. But you're not gonna be angry, but you're gonna be fucking annoyed. But
Okay.
yeah, watch that. Oh, Centoya, is that how you say her name? Centoya Brown murdered
I didn't
two.
watch that only because she said it wasn't an authorized one. It wasn't like.
It wasn't.
No, she came out and she said that some
Mm.
people had came and interviewed her, but she didn't. I don't know if she didn't know they were doing a documentary, but basically what she said is that they're already in the process of doing their own official documentary.
So
She
this
did not sign off on them doing this.
So it's called Murder to Mercy. It's on Netflix. I watched it because I was intrigued and I didn't know who was involved in this one. I was like, oh, okay, like I want to hear. When we were watching it, my husband actually asked, how did niggas get this footage? Because it was stuff that they were recording in the present time when she was going through all this in the very beginning. And he was like, how would they even fucking know to record this? Like, did they just know that this was going to be a big case? Because they were recording crazy stuff like, okay, yeah, we about to go to trial and we about to do this. Like, originally, before she got, like, sentenced and shit. So it's just like, why are they recording this? And it's like not like a cell phone recording. It's like niggas is getting interviewed back then. So he was like confused, like, I'm confused on how they had this footage from back then. Like they just know that this was gonna be some type of like really publicized like case. And I'm
I
just like,
think
I
that
don't
maybe
know.
this is my theory.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she maybe agreed to do it prior to thinking she was going to get out in hopes that the documentary would like get people riled up to try to fight for her to get put out, but she didn't get any money from this, and that's why she's saying it's not authorized, because the people that were creating it probably didn't know that she would get out as soon as she got out, because she was in for life if I'm not mistaken, right?
But they was recording during like before her first trial. Like they
But
was
that's
interviewing like lawyers and stuff like before like she got sentenced. Like they was talking to jurors and shit. Like
but there are groups that literally will find cases that they think that are not fair, like the one
like
there was
off
that.
the rip, like before it's gets like the verdict comes in. Like they were recording back then and you can tell like that it was back then, like when it
Oh,
first was
okay.
happening and stuff. So that's why we were like, how do they even know to start recording stuff? But like you said, maybe it was like one of them kind of like an Innocence Project group where they're like, nah, this shit seems like it's about to be unfair, so we about to document this whole process or something.
Because remember that one documentary that was on HBO that was on a podcast first that you said you used to listen to, and they made it
Oh
a
yes,
show?
yes, yes. It was on Sword and Scale. Oh shit, I
But they
forgot. But
were.
it was the dude in Baltimore that had killed his girlfriend, or they say he had killed his girlfriend. I forgot. But
I
I used to
can't
watch that shit
remember,
all
but
the
I
time.
feel like they were recording stuff way
Not
before.
Sword and Scale. It was called it's one word and I forgot it. I'm drunk, so I'm definitely forgetting it. But they had like it was like 6 or 7 different episodes on the website,
Yeah.
and
And
they
they
end
were
up coming
recording
out
that
with
from
a
the like kind of early on for me anyway. So I feel like
yeah.
sometimes people, I feel like there are like a group of people that maybe just track cases, because a lot of that information is public record. If you go into a courthouse, you can look up cases,
Yeah,
and so
and
you
then you
may
can
look at.
sit, and a lot of them is public. You can sit in and even listen to a lot of the cases, and it's called Serial. the
The
website, the podcast
podcast.
that it's originally
Yeah, yeah,
on.
yeah.
So I used to watch that shit all the fucking
Whatever
time. Like,
case
it's
it was,
really
it was
good.
the first season of Serial. That's
Yep,
all I
it was the
remember.
very first one.
I can't remember all the I can't remember the name, but it was the first season of Serial, and they made a documentary that was on HBO, and I can see
He
the
was like
thumbnail.
he was like a foreign little boy.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah, I remember that. The name is escaping me, but like, yeah, that was crazy. Definitely, I'm into all that crime shit. Like I'm telling you, I should have been in a whole nother field growing up. Murder Mountain on Netflix. Did you watch that?
I haven't been
No,
on Netflix and probably since the last podcast.
listeners.
I've
Let me
been
tell y'all
watching
something,
Westworld, trying to catch up
and
to
I
that.
haven't been watching that. Look, listeners, please watch Murder Mountain. It is more. I'm gonna say this because I need to be politically correct. I was about to say something because I've been drinking. It's more non-black people cutting the fuck up. Watch it. It is about some people. For the most part, it is about people from back in the hippie days up until now, and like the whole marijuana trade going from the black market to now being legal in California. And there's this area that they have called Murder Mountain in California, and it goes the fuck down. So look, watch it when you have time.
Murder
I'm telling you,
Mountain,
Murder
Innocence Project.
Mountain. I haven't even finished Murder to Mercy with Toya Brown. I started watching it, but I don't know what happened, but I ended up having to stop it. And it's only like an hour and 20, hour 30 minutes, but I didn't finish it. But I'm gonna finish that. Then the Innocence Project. You guys watch that. Both of that is on Netflix. Insecure. I still haven't caught up on Black as fuck. Is that it?
Watch Westworld if you into some kind of sci-fi, but not too sci-fi. It's not like Aliens, but it's a little sci-fi. It's interesting enough. It's not like super action packed or anything like that. But once you get through the first episode, I kind of was like, I don't understand what the fuck is going on. The second episode, I kind of was like, oh, okay.
That sounds like
And
how I
then
was with
Game of
shit, Game
Thrones.
of Thrones.
Yeah. The first episode was the setup, so I wasn't entirely sure. I was kind of confused, and there was still some confusion when I was watching season 1. But now I'm into season 2, and I think the third season finale just came on this past weekend. I was
Okay.
trying to catch up so I could at least watch the season finale when it was live, but I really don't watch TV as much as I don't watch TV now. What I have been doing is listening to music, and if you like R&B, our little white girl JoJo from back in the day.
So you and our buddy was talking about that, and I was cleaning up and listened to it. I was like, "Oh, all right, bitch."
Okay,
Okay.
JoJo.
And I'm not even like a JoJo fan, like, and listen to like her music like that. But I listened to it because you guys seemed like you was talking like real highly about it, and I was listening like, "All right, girl, I hear you." And she can sing her ass off. And then when she was talking
She
about it, I
can.
was like, "Oh, all right, okay." So yeah, definitely a good listen.
Drake came out with a new album too. Did you hear it?
Yeah, no, but I heard that he released something. I was told that it wasn't like new stuff; it was like unreleased old songs. So
Oh, I
I
didn't
haven't
know they
listened.
were unreleased. Oh, well, there are 4 that I knew were unreleased old songs, but the rest of them I didn't know. So for me personally, I like some of the first half, but the second half is when it's like a lot of future features and Young Thug, and I'm not here for
Mm.
none of that. I just realized like and I probably would like them more if I could go outside and twerk something, but I'm in the
Mm.
house, so none
Right,
of those are doing anything for me at this time. In my house, if it's not a versus, if it's not a battle, it's a lot of R&B. It's a lot of
right.
Erykah and Jill Scotty
We're
energy.
mellow. We're mellow. We're mellow
So
out here. Okay. Um, good bad release, boo.
yeah, because I ain't got shit else. Um, what's the good?
You
Oh,
said, "What's the good bitch?"
I finally ordered some tools and supplies to test out making some jewelry. I've been talking about this shit for like probably a year at this point, but I literally ordered it. It should be here this week. I'm doing some
Good.
testing just to see.
Let me know, cause I'll buy and I'll promote.
I didn't even get good stuff to make the jewelry with because I just want to see how it
How
looks
it
first.
looks.
And
Right.
then once I get through that and I find some styles that I really like, I'll get the crystals and jewels that I want to work with for real, where I can spend the coinage, and we'll go from there.
This
So
makes me
that's
happy.
that. The bad is that I have realized that I have waves with my family, my household.
Hmm.
I need a break every 4 weeks. Like every 4 weeks of being trapped in this house.
Every month we need a break. That
Every,
seems very feasible and understandable because look,
so
it's hard out here for a pimp.
sometime soon, I will be in a gathering of five or less at Dice's house because it's about that time. People today had attitudes in my house that I didn't even understand where it came from because
Like, what
all I did
happened?
was work from home and make dinner. But there was attitudes and I wasn't here for it. And the
Yikes.
release is that I would like for
Back for
America to
mama.
release their urgency to want to open everything up when our numbers are
Hmm.
literally not going down.
Not
China opened back up, a couple of other countries opened back up, but they literally had declines, and that's
in
why
their
they did that.
numbers.
So I don't understand why everyone else is in a hurry, but like we said earlier in this podcast, my black ass and her black ass will be in the house.
In the fucking house. Know
That's all I
that.
got.
Um, good. No, bad. I'll start with bad because you got to end on something good. Bad. So I have been in like a little funk lately. I've been really unmotivated. Like just feeling real blah, like no energy, stuff like that. And Monday, I believe it was, I, for some reason, decided to put on my crystals. I haven't worn my bracelets. Actually, I hadn't thought about it until Monday, but I haven't put them on since the quarantine started. Real shit. So I decided to put some on, like not all of them, but like my little chakra bracelet and stuff like that. And bitch, I had a legit good day. And I was so energized. Like I literally did like 3 loads of laundry. Like I was sorting and separating my kids' clothes from like stuff that they can wear and they can't wear. Like just shit that I couldn't even fathom having the fucking energy to do. And why would I give any fucks? I came up with some like 2 or 3 designs for shirts. Like bitch. So, for you people, and I used to be those people that thought crystals and energy and all that shit was some bullshit, you're full of shit. Because literally, yesterday and today, I have felt energy. Like, it sounds super crazy because I'm not a super earthy hoe, but like I'm sounding earthy right now. I had energy as if I took a fucking Red Bull all day. Like stuff that I couldn't mentally feel like I had the energy to do or even give a fuck about. Bitch, I was in here doing it. And yeah, so that was kind of the bad because I've been in the funk that leads into the good that I'm feeling better. I feel like I actually give a fuck about stuff. I have some energy. I'm still getting there. I'm not 100% there, but like I feel damn well better than I have like the past what 5 6 weeks. So that is my good into my bad into the good release. Same as you. Stupidity. You people, just because these fucking people are opening these states, don't mean you need to go and take your black or non-black asses out there and run a fucking muck. Because guess what? in 2 weeks, in 2 weeks, our numbers are probably going to double. Not to mention what Shay has already said that our numbers continue to increase. But now because they've opened it and y'all want to run a fucking muck, they want to like literally, we had less numbers in China. My nigga, we are like triple, quadruple what the fuck they had. Because I mean, Americans gotta over fucking do it. We can't just fucking sit down, get better. We gotta talk about our rights are being fucking infringed upon. And goddamn, I don't give a fuck if I die. I want to die on my own accord. Stop being
Have
stupid.
fun.
Have fucking fun. Kill yourselves, but stop putting motherfuckers at risk. Like I can't understand why y'all can't say y'all are going to fuck up the fucking summer. God damn it. That's what the fuck y'all about to do. Because y'all can't sit the fuck down, stop being selfish, make this about you when it's about all of us. Selfish, selfish, selfish. You're fucking up the whole 2020. 2020, we're gonna ball that bitch up. You thought 2019 was some trash? No, 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 no. 2020, you have outdone yourself. We're gonna ball that bitch up
But
and throw it in the fucking trash.
I'm blaming this on the governors and the president because Italy went on a for real lockdown where you have
Yeah.
to have a legit like card or something to say, hey, I'm going to the grocery store, I'm going to the pharmacy, I'm going to the doctors.
You can't just
That's
be out
it.
here parlaying and driving around and going to the fucking wharf or the club or the bar or the
Virginia for
hairdresser.
sure was like, oh, you can still go out and exercise. You know, the beaches are closed for swimming, but you can walk the beach or do things on the beach that's for physical, you know, like for exercise.
Nigga, if
So it's
y'all
like,
niggas don't walk up and down yourselves, so do some fucking push-ups in your bedroom and stop playing jumping jacks, calisthenics, shit that you don't need to be on no fucking beach to do. Okay? Like,
which is so
y'all
that's
wild.
why it's crazy to me that so many people are so riled up about their civil rights being violated because it's like you can literally still almost do everything except go sit down in a restaurant, go to the gym, go to the movies, or go bowling. Your ass can still go to the beach, especially if you white. They ain't even gonna do shit to you if you white.
Oh, Florida open they bitches up like, come on, people. Come on,
But I'm just,
America.
but in most states, it's just like this shit is about to, in my opinion, get worse. Because I was looking at Georgia's numbers, and it definitely got
Yeah.
worse over the weekend. And California is about to open up, and California was really bad at one point.
New York, y'all better sit the fuck down because y'all niggas is leading the states right now. Y'all nigga need to sit the fuck down. In New Jersey, y'all right behind them niggas. Sit down and shut the fuck up.
And so Italy is smaller in comparison to America, but they even limited the travel in and out of the country.
Mm.
And so, you know, as a country, nobody has even limited travel in and out of the state. And I know this has a fact because my baby daddy live in Maryland, and me and him been transversing every week to
You
drop
can
off our
go in
daughter.
between state lines as much as you want. I think they're starting to limit like international travel, but like inside the states, nigga, I can drive to California right now, and ain't nobody gonna pull me over because I could probably just tell you that my ass is going to get some groceries, even though they're like, bitch, why the fuck she got Maryland tags or she in Tennessee? Like, I don't understand. I'm like, I'm essential. Like, I'm going to work. Like, what do you mean? But yeah, they're not really enforcing it like that. I heard the only time that they ask you, like cars on the road, like, where are you going? That sort of thing is if they pull you over for something else.
Else.
Like, if you
Yeah.
were speeding or you got in a car accident or something like that, like, where were you on your way to or something like that. But they're not gonna pull you every car on the road about, hey, where you going? Where you going? Hey, hey, where you going your way to? So
And
it's
while
like niggas is out here.
right. And because I know traffic has definitely decreased. I'm not going to
Mhm.
fake like it hasn't. But the first time that I was meeting my baby daddy to get my child, I was nervous because I was like, well, what if they pull me over and ask me where I'm going? And he was like, well, it's for child visitation. That's essential. But when I
Mhm.
got on the road,
Nigga,
while it was less cars than usual,
it was still
it was
alive.
still a lot of cars. And I was like, all
Facts.
y'all niggas is not essential. I don't
They
believe it.
not. The times that I have to leave to either take my parents to doctor's appointments or like get their groceries or prescriptions, it's cars out there.
Yeah.
Like, and it's crazy because like Maryland has been smart and they are paving roads. This is the perfect time to fix all them roads like 210. They got so many cars traveling in it that they're like, damn, we can't close this goddamn road to pave it. But now they're smart. But honey, it's still like traffic going slow because too many niggas is outside. Niggas see that it's a warm day and like, let's go get a bushel of crabs. Like, y'all
This
doing
last
too
weekend,
much.
child.
This last weekend, it seemed like it was nice everywhere on the East Coast. And all the fucks niggas was posting about was being outside, getting some drinks, doing something, walking,
And
doing
eating
some shit
crab
that
legs
to
because I
give you
had some too.
coronavirus. I had some crabs too, but it was like from 20 minutes away. So
But I
it's
didn't
that
get it
far.
from the wharf.
I definitely didn't get it from the fucking
Got
wharf.
mine from Harris Teeter.
Uh, Crab balls, check them out. They're in Brandywine. Pretty good. Expensive, but good. Anyway, that's it. Good bad release. I'm done. You got anything? My
No.
drink's gone, so this is a wrap.
Yeah.
Y'all, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, we tell you guys to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a fucking friend. We are going to have this on YouTube so you can see our beautiful faces. We didn't have to do this, but guess what? Our drunk asses did it on Cinco de Mayo. And we got something to do after this. And it's pretty fucking late right now. Go ahead and go and follow us if you're not already on our Instagram and our Twitter at the Chatty Patties. Go ahead and go. We have links to everywhere that we have on that Instagram that I told you to go ahead and follow. Everywhere that we're streaming, as well as our website that has embedded episodes of everything. So there's no excuse on why you can't hear our episodes, baby. So
And God
and
willing, because our new platform that we use says that we can now upload our video and just make it audio. I know the last time we tried our video option, we
it was
weren't able
just
to put the
YouTube.
audio on all of our other platforms. So we just sent out a message like, hey, we're on YouTube this week. But this week we should be
Y'all
able
apparently
to have
wasn't feeling
it
that.
on all the platforms. And so if you want to see our beautiful faces, you can. If you just want to hear our beautiful voices, you can. We'll have you together.
Exactly. So either way, tune the fuck in and tell somebody to tune in because y'all ain't doing shit.
Not
Y'all
a
working
black
from
ass
home.
thing.
Okay. So thanks for tuning in and we'll holler at y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.